name is Arvind Pani. I'm one of the co-founders of Reverie Language Technologies. Before I actually tell you what we do, I would like to ask you a very small question. How many of you can really read what's written there on the screen out here? Can you please raise your hands? You can do that? Okay, great. So, yeah, this is Odia languages. This is my mother tongue. And how many of you can read this one? All right, again, two. What about this? Okay, now we have more people who can read this. And this? Almost everybody. So from this, it may look like we are all familiar with English as a language. And English probably is a language that is of preference and a country like India can be interested with. But the reality is very, very different from what we just experienced out here. If you take India, out of 1.2 billion people, according to United Nations Development Program data, 76% of Indians are actually literate in their languages, not necessarily in English. But English literacy is less than 10%. So which means we are talking about 65% or more of Indians who are literate in their languages, but not necessarily in English. Now just translate that into digital devices or mobiles. That translates into almost 600 million mobile users who are today using mobile phones only for voice, making and receiving voice calls, nothing other than that. Now if you corroborate that fact through other media, you take newspaper media, out of the top 10 newspaper circulations, 92% are actually in local languages, only 8% in English. That generates a revenue of $2.5 billion annually. You take television, we know what happened to Star TV when they came into India with English-only channels. 95% of the content viewership is in local languages. That generates $5.5 billion in revenue. Look at mobile phones with close to 900 million users. Non-voice revenue is just $1.2 billion because everything is in English today. Take China as a market. Everything is in Chinese, non-voice. 10 times greater revenue out of non-voice than India does because everything is in Chinese language. So this is what we actually do. We provide a platform that can enable anybody, right? Be it a device maker, or application developer, or anybody who has content to get onto the digital platform in regional languages. And I just gave India as a case in point. We support 32 languages of the world. That includes all the South Asian languages, all the Perso-Arabic languages, including Sinhalese and Bangla languages, the presentation that we just saw a few minutes back. Okay, so I will come to some demonstrations. I also wanted to mention that we provide solutions for the content providers and telcos, application developers, as well as the device makers. Now some very interesting demonstrations using our technologies. Magic can be done on digital devices. Now our product has been licensed by Qualcomm, and through that it is available on Micromax devices, which is represented on the right hand side. This device costs 5,000 rupees, which is about $100. iPhone or Samsung Galaxy S3 sells in India about $700 to $800. Look at the difference in user experience between these two devices. Right? On the left hand side it is iPhone 4S. I could not lay my hands on iPhone 5 when I was making this presentation. So you can see the difference over there. Huge difference in the user experience. So the manufacturers who are providing language support today, they are just ticking a box saying that, okay, we have a support. But whether that is usable or not is a big question mark. We have addressed that problem very, very well. And these are the keypads that we have in local languages with predictive support that you can have inside the applications or in the devices. Now, using our technologies, let's again take a country like India where even as simple as having your phone book in local language is not possible. You have that in English as well. So you take a phone book like this, using our technology, you go, this is how a phone book is, right? Now, using our technology, you just select a language, and now, on the fly, that your entire address book is now available to you in that language, right? The entire user interface in that language. So you can view contacts, make contacts, send SMS, everything. There is one messaging application similar to WhatsApp, which is world's first multilingual messaging application, cross-language messaging application plus text. It has been launched about a month back, and there have been reviews in Google Play Store about this. I'm done, yeah. So out of the total reviews, 40% of that are around the features of the language that this particular application is supporting. And again, this is a platform for value-added service providers or content providers. Even if they are sending alerts like credit scores, depending on the choice of the language the user has set, the content could be available in that language. These are some of the customers that we have. I will not spend much time on this. And we are one of the companies in India that has been very, very widely recognized and acclaimed. Recently, we were the winners of the NASSCOM League of 10, and we were felicitated at the NASSCOM Product Conclave. We were also the winners of Qualcomm's Q Prize in 2011 and TechSparks and Unplugged in last couple of years. So that's about it. I can take questions that you may have. Questions, please. Sure.
Will this application work on tablets where content other than this, suppose there is educational content on tablets, and if this application is loaded on tablets and you choose and you can give language options to the students, is it compatible in that kind of a situation?
Yeah, so we do not develop end user applications ourselves. As I mentioned, it is a platform. And if you have a tablet, for example, an Android tablet or an iOS tablet, we have components that we can give you as plugins. You can have those inside your educational applications and you could enable those features.
Just one question. You have UTF-8 enabled Samsung tablets right now, right? And you can chat, for that matter, in multiple Indian languages. How different is your technology from that?
So there are a couple of ways in which, are you referring to SMSs?
Not SMSs. Now with your Samsung iPad, for example,
right?
You can, even on my small Samsung.
What's the chat application are you using, ma'am?
I'm talking about something like Google Chat. I can change the language and I can type in my language and the person replies in a different language. You can do translation.
Yeah, right. So one of the things that Samsung has done is they have done some native implementation like I just showed you, but the user experience is extremely poor, right? So that is one of the things that we address. The other things that we address are providing keypads which will also support transliteration as well as native typing. And both of those keypads are supported by predictive input.
So in multilingual setting, how you facilitate the switching of keyboard?
Switching of keyboard?
Yeah.
You can switch. So for example, the messaging application that I just showed you, there is a setting where it mentions about the language setting. The moment you select that language, all your options will change to that particular language.
May I?
You are also having web-based plugins also.
We do have web-based plugins also, yes. Yeah.
So how it works? It is a translation or transliteration?
Well, so we can provide you APIs for translation as well as